Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Naruto Fan FB. Sorry we missed you last week. It was kind of crazy.
Storms in winter
and people getting ready to get married and stuff.
yeah. Reed's not here.
Lives are changing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna have to do a double review this week, so we're gonna try to make it reasonable length.
Short.
663, no matter the cost. I really enjoyed that chapter. Yeah, I can say past tense because not really past tense.
Week before, yeah.
The week before.
So starts off with like Naruto still like on life support, and Sakura's like, "Hey, I'm gonna use my medical ninja stuff again."
No, but the thing is, I get that Kishimoto's trying to give Sakura something to do, to give her like some importance, but the problem is he keeps giving her the same thing to do, like healing people, and that's cool and all that. Like, I get she's a medical ninja, but then it just loses its luster because, like, all right, like she's been doing the same thing, so I guess she's a one-trick pony.
It's this one doctor that's just really good with foot surgery over and over.
Exactly.
Well, actually, I think there are probably surgeons that specialize on like foot surgery or something. What are they called? Like orthopedists?
That's what I was going to say. Orthopedists?
Yeah, maybe.
Orthodontists are teeth, so I guess orthopedists have to be feet. That would make more sense.
Yeah. All right. So maybe Sakura is like just like, I don't know, the orthopedist of general healing of just face or hand palms.
Yeah. So
So she's helping, but not helping really well because Naruto's still dying.
She pulls out some cool moves at the end with cutting his heart, slicing, grabbing his.
Quick question: where are his ribs in this panel?
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like,
just like they just
ribs.
He just went straight through the ribs, or like that's a lot of. I think I'm pretty sure that doesn't work like that.
Pumping it for you, whatever, needling that shit.
Or is it that Naruto universe ninjas do not have ribs?
Yeah, it's a different universe. It might be that.
Yeah, maybe they're just like water blood sacks.
That's completely different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why they can use chakra.
Yeah.
Because they don't have bones.
Exactly.
But no, Kimimaro had bones.
Yeah, so that doesn't work. And Lee broke his leg. And
you know what?
Yeah, you know.
Kishimoto, I think this is a plot hole.
Yeah, she's just like sticking her whole fucking wrist in there, like, oh, fuck your wrist. You gotta go in like this, and then you fist it.
And then, but also, in addition to this heart grabbing, she also gives him mouth to mouth. Or the fuck?
But anybody that was like, oh, that was romantic. No, it wasn't.
That was not romantic.
But see, this is my problem. Like, Kieran goes off right now, and you know. Reed can't be here tonight, but we talked about this last week. He was saying that he kind of felt like it was kind of not a cop out, but he was a little not disappointed. I don't know what he used exactly, but he was just like Kieran pulling out like the chains or whatever to control the not Nine Tails, but like the
statue,
the same like Nine Tails chains that
to control the summon.
Yeah. Control. What the hell was Naruto's mom's name? I forgot her. Kishina, whatever.
Kishina.
I don't know.
I can spell it.
Anyway, she was pulling out a lot of Uzumaki. Yeah. Uzumaki techniques out of nowhere, and it was kind of just on like, all right, I guess just because you're an Uzumaki, you can just like do this stuff. I mean, we don't know
a bloodline limit thing.
Yeah, but we don't know her past or not, so I'm gonna be like, all right, that's cool. But Reed was a little disappointed in that. I love the fact that she like she's on like I don't give a shit mode right now. Like she gets stabbed by the trees and everything, and she's just like, I'm just gonna burn myself and heal up. Like,
fuck you,
YOLO swag.
Yeah,
2012.
So
yo, Sugetsu with the fucking double barrel pistol thing that he does, dopest thing, and I hope that they throw that in Ninja Storm because I'm just gonna fly around. He's like,
well, I was reading this thing about how, like, you know that one scene when you first meet Sasuke, he holds, like, the finger to his head?
Yeah.
And like, people are like, oh, like, he's just, like, fucking around, but then you realize it's, like, that's the water gun technique is actually a technique of this clan.
Yeah.
So it's like, when he was threatening him, he wasn't, like, being like, I'm gonna kill you. He's like, no, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Your fucking brains out right now.
Yeah.
And then we see that there's somebody inside of, the Zetsu spiral dude, the new masked man. Is it Yamato? Could it be?
Probably.
I mean, we haven't seen a Sharingan or anything yet, so I'm gonna.
He's using wood techniques.
Yeah, so it could be. We'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really interesting that he was able to resist Orochimaru's cursed seal in like 3 seconds.
Maybe because he already has one.
Who would that be?
Yamato? I don't know. Doesn't Yamato have like?
I don't think Yamato has a curse seal, but he was cloned by Orochimaru, so like he might be resistant to that.
So
and then
Karen's like, I can't sense
this
Sasuke.
chapter really caught me off guard because I felt like a lot of stuff happened, and at the end of the chapter, without like any warning, there wasn't any like lead up to it other than like Madara pulling out all the tail beasts, but there wasn't any dialogue of like, oh, I'm gonna steal the tail beast in me, blah 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 blah. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
He doesn't look the same at all.
Yeah, he was just on that next shit with like, yeah, I'm just gonna steal this without saying anything, and like it is what it is, and I appreciated that because he just like he's not going about things like a normal villain would have done. He's just like doing things because he already has his plan, and he's not gonna like wait to tell people what his plan is.
Right.
So Sasuke and Naruto are both fucked up. Some random guy shows up to the battlefield barefoot. He looks like he's injured though, so I'm interested to see who that is.
All right, Naruto chapter 664.
Yeah.
I'm his father after all.
I don't know, like this chapter is. I was kind of just like, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like, oh, it's a continuation of what we already knew was going to happen last week. Where it's like, okay, they show up at the forest, like, what's going on, man? And it's like, oh, we.
Oh my god, my son is dying. I didn't fucking realize this like this whole time.
Well, he wouldn't have known because he's on Ninetales mode, right?
Yo, one thing that I liked was Hugo says, like, yo, Orochimaru might go after Sasuke at this point. And that was a valid point. Like, I didn't even think of that. I was kind of just on this, like, Orochimaru's on Sasuke's side. Yeah, but then, no, I don't really think about it. This would be an ideal time for Orochimaru to take Uchiha's body.
To slither in?
Yeah.
Snake pun.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be a perfect time for Orochimaru
to slither in.
Yes,
yeah,
you got it.
Okay, right. Yeah, no, I mean, like that. I think that was like saying that's like, oh, it's time to like make moves.
And then and Lee and
Lee and Tente and
Guy Sensei have their moment of shine, which is really interesting.
Where they just don't talk about Neji.
Yeah, and then
that's okay.
Yeah, they're really just like not talking about them.
That happened like 2 hours ago, from like what I can tell by like battle time.
They're like, yeah, I don't miss him. It's fine. We're good.
And it's like, I'm so tired, man. Oh, I'm so tired. It's like, you know who's not tired, Neji?
Yeah, Neji, because he's
fucking dead.
Fucking dead.
But yeah, so that happens, and then out of nowhere, like Tentail's Madara is just like, oh, I'm just gonna pop out the fucking ninja tools out of my goddamn stomach.
And you know, it bothered me a little bit that actually no, because wait, who sealed? I'm trying to think of why it would even be in him. Because it's Ninetales chakra. Oh yeah.
Don't they eat them?
Yeah. See, like why? Like I love that Madara's on that next level when it comes to being a Sage of Sixth Path, because like Obito should have been able to feel that as well, and he like I guess didn't realize that that was in him, because that was the initial Ninetales chakra that he absorbed. That's why he was able to do it. But I guess since Madara got like Naruto's Ninetales chakra, he doesn't actually need that anymore.
Yeah, I feel like this is a giant setup for 10-10 to be useful in some way.
Yeah, well, that's the whole foreshadowing thing. I was reading on Naruto Fan at B. Somebody, I think it was Connor, that commented. He was like, the only thing that was worthwhile in this chapter was Madara spitting out the tools and the foreshadowing behind that. And it makes sense because 10-10 uses tools and these legendary tools of the Sage of Sixth Path.
Well, she still has the fan, right? Or she loses the fan?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember if she has the fan or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So all of a sudden, Guy's all charged and ready to go, I guess. I don't know. And then we move over to Kakashi and...
Yo, Kakashi's Chidori looks fucking... He actually doesn't do Chidori. He does, like, Raikiki.
Yeah, that's Raikiki. And then, so there's like, oh, we're gonna attack Black Zetsu now.
This has been so dragged out, though, with the whole, like, transferring the Ninetales thing. Like, we know, like, everybody figured this out a long time ago. You're not, like, fooling anyone. Just make it happen.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, so the feeling I have, the other half of me has been extracted. And Minato's like, oh, no, that's terrible. And Black Zetsu's there, and then Kakashi... And so we're just going through the chapter. But alright, so then Sakura shows up. It's like, hey, Naruto's dying, which I probably already knew considering the fact that the Nine Tails is already extracted from him, because you know how that goes.
Minato just realized that shit. Like, I feel like the fight between Black Zetsu and them, like, just, they haven't been doing anything.
No, it's kind of been like sitting there.
Like, I want the Renegade, and we're gonna stop you, but we're not gonna do anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Naruto's here. He's dying. I gotta transfer my chakra.
So Minato's like, Kakashi, you need to take care of Black Zetsu.
Yeah, like, okay, I'll do that. I'll help too.
And then we have a flashback to where, like, Naruto's mom is like, I think our son's gonna want to be Hokage because I'm his mom, and that's how the world works.
Yep.
And then Minato's like, hey, I'm fine. I'm a Hokage. I'm not gonna die.
I didn't care about any of this.
None of it. I feel like all that stuff is already stuff we already knew and rehashed.
I don't think anybody else cared about this either. So, like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's great. It's relevant. It's like, okay.
And I'm his father. Cool.
Done.
Story, bro.
Cool. So, Minato's starting to put the Nine Tails into him, but, something happens. Black Zetsu is like, the Nine Tails, with this, I finally got you in my grasp. So I guess this is, like, the moment where, like, Zetsu gets in the way, and he's like, I'm gonna take the Nine Tails now. Burp, burp, burp. And then something happens. I don't really know what's happening here. Oh, then Zetsu retracts in, yeah. So, did he just take the Nine Tails? I didn't really follow that.
Yeah, I think he just blocked the Nine Tails from going in. I wasn't really 100% sure on exactly what happened in that panel.
Okay. So then, hey, Madara shows up. That took him, 4 pages for that to happen.
And he's like, you're late. I'm gonna get it myself.
Yeah. Chapter over.
Obito's dead at this point, right?
They said they can't sense him.
So yeah, I'm guessing Obito's dead. So yeah.
So Black Zetsu's kind of zombifying him.
I think he's just gonna pop out his eye and be like, yeah.
But hey, it saves us from having to figure out not putting the Nine Tails back into Naruto, and then again moving back over to Madara.
You know what's interesting?
Madara's just there.
Minato was just gonna transfer his chakra just by going blep, let me put my hand by you and transfer chakra, but then when he needed to seal everything and all that good stuff, it was a whole big ordeal. Apparently,
maybe it's because it's
chakra is a lot easier than actually sealing chakra. So.
Well, maybe because it's not being forced. It's Nine Tails, you have to go to the other person now. It's okay. Maybe it's kind of just really easy when the tail beast is yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I guess. It is what it is. Anyway, I really like 663. I didn't really enjoy 664 too much, so. But, yeah, we'll see you guys next week, I guess. Hopefully, a lot of stuff will be happening. Madara is showing up on the battlefield.
Again.
Yeah, again.
How many entrances does this guy get? He got 5.
All the entrances.
He got the when he came as the Edo Tensei, which was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a cool one.
He had the first entrance, not really an entrance though. When
he kicked out the.
No, well before that, when Kabuto shows.
Yeah, I'll count that.
All right.
We didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
We knew, but all right. So you kick it out. That's badass. Fights all the fucking ninjas. That's badass. Now he's just kind of just popping up everywhere, being hey, I'm Madara.
Trying to think of another time he shows. Yeah. Anyway.
He shows up. He shows up when Obito's fighting.
Yeah.
And then fuck it. It's a tangent anyway.
Yeah, the first is still
not
incapacitated.
So is the second.
I haven't even really seen him. He's not even talking. Not much help there.
Nope.
Where's Killer Bee?
Dead? Because he got the 8 tails extracted from him?
No, because... No. Oh. Yeah. I don't even
no one's even caring about Killer Bee at this point.
Okay, let's just think Sasuke
man.
Nara, god damn.
Yeah, wait, is he dead?
Yo,
where is he?
He must be dying because
not in a good place.
Damn.
Sorry, Killer Bee.
Ending this on a really depressing note.
Well, maybe it's fine. Maybe it turns out that it's also just part of his tail again.
And the black guy dies first.